Is this the harpoon you were looking for?
You have my eternal gratitude, Betty. Thank you, on behalf of the entire Hasselbeck-Montoya dynasty. I've been waiting my whole life for this moment. In my heart, I carry the bravery of all the men who lost their lives to you. You may well rip off my head and strip me of my honor, leaving me to face the same grim fate as my ancestors. But not today, beast! Today is the day you die! Sherman! Show your ugly face! Aha! You finally show yourself, you slightly larger than expected monster! Your reign of terror is at an end. Prepare to meet your fate at the hands of Smoky on the water Hasselbeck-Montoya! You wish to devour me, beast? Do your worst! You may break my body, but you will never shatter my spirit! You better save your breath, Sherman! It might be your last! Ah!
Enough blather, Montoya! It's my turn to give a speech.
What?
Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts which we are about to receive. Something, something, something. Amen.
Not so fast, beast! Have a taste of this! Hi-ya!
Oh no! I am gravely wounded. Mighty Montoya, you have killed me most dead. I'm dying.
Yes! Victory is mine!
No, you numbnuts! The only thing that toothpick of yours did was whet my appetite.
No, it's not over! As long as there's still a single drop of blood left in me, I will never give up!
Relax. Stressed Montoyas are harder to chew.
Think, man, think! Maybe there's something in these pockets! Jackpot! Now, you demon, taste defeat at the hands of my mighty Lemon!
Ah! Centrical hit! My eye! Why is it always the good eye? I can't see!
Whoa! Stop flailing around!
I can't! It hurts!
Why don't you just splash some water on it?
Ah, much better. Thank you, Snack.
You're welcome, monster.
What are you doing? Don't help him!
Where was I? All right, back to eating you.
Damn it, Betty! Don't just stand there! Do something!
Don't do it, Sherman. He's not gluten-free.
Gluten? Ew!
Let go of me!
Oh, such a brave Snack.
Snack? Wait, you can't eat me?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I can, but let's find out.
Wait, time out, time out. You shouldn't eat me.
Why not? You look tasty enough.
We're childhood friends, remember?
Yeah? Then what's my name?
You look like a Bob to me.
What? I mean, you think a mighty creature like me would have such a commonplace name?
Had to try.
Well, you're wrong. Straight to my belly you go.
No, no! Please give me one last chance.
Well, since I am a gentleman, I'm gonna tell you a riddle. If you get it wrong, I eat you. Otherwise, you're free to go.
Haha, then get ready to starve to death. 'Cause I'm the riddle master.
We shall see. So tell me, my lunch, what's large, terrifying, and has a lot of tentacles?
You?
Aha! That is indeed me. This one doesn't count. Round 2. How many Montoyas does it take to hurt a kraken?
This feels like a trick question.
It is. I wanted to see you squirm, looking for an answer. I'm having fun with this. Let's do another round. What smells like fear, tastes like human, isn't going to make it through the night?
Is it me?
And we have a winner!
Really? What do I win?
A one-way trip to my stomach. Now get in my belly!
What do you have there?
Nothing.
Bob, let go of the nice lady.
But Lisa...
Wait, your name was Bob.
Shut it, Snack.
What do we always say about eating campers?
But what about my tummy rumbles?
Bob.
Sorry.
And where's Mr. Montoya?
Montoya? What's a Montoya?
We'll talk about Mr. Montoya later. Now, let the girl with the pretty hair go.
Just a quick nibble. She doesn't need both.
Enough! You don't want to make me angry, do you, Bob?
No, not angry. I'm really sorry, Miss Snack. Please excuse my manners.
Yeah, that'll show ya. Hey, Bob.
Would you at least call me Robert? We barely know each other.
Sure thing, Roberto. What about Ruperto, or Robertinho, or Rigoberto, or...
You know what? Just call me Bob.
Did you hear that huge explosion not too long ago?
Yes, I heard it, even underwater. It blew the water right out of the lake. Now look at it. Not even enough room to take a good swim.
Well, I'm gonna try to take care of it. You sit tight, Bob. What can you tell me about the town nearby?
The mayor made me sign an NDA a few years ago. I'm forbidden from talking about the town.
Okay. So, did anything interesting happen around here recently? Besides the explosion, that is.
Well, all I can say is that it was always pretty quiet around here until the military showed up. Since then, I've been seeing a weird green glow across the ridge.
I wonder what they're up to. Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
What's your story?
Well, you see, it all began like many stories do on a summer trip to a lake. When disaster struck, I was happily camping near these shores with my loving family.
Wow, a family of octopuses! How cute!
What? No, I had human parents, just like you.
Okay.
I went skinny dipping in the lake, which, let me tell you, was much bigger and deeper when I was young.
I'm pretty sure it's because you've grown up.
As I was saying, I got ensnared in some seaweed. It was wrapped around my tentacles, completely trapping me underneath the surface. I could hear my mother calling me for days. Unfortunately, being a kraken, I can't really survive on land for very long. So I was stranded here, alone. The lake is my prison.
Aw, man. That's a sad story if I've ever heard one.
Tell me about it. My life's full of tragedy.
Not to fuel the fire, but... Have you ever thought that maybe you were adopted?
What nonsense are you talking about?
Humans generally don't get baby krakens from the stork.
I was lied to my entire life.
Bob, I'm sure they never told you because it didn't really matter. They loved you for who you were.
Thank you, Betty. You must come from a loving family to be able to... loving!
Tell me about your feud with the Montoyas.
It all started about 300 years ago. A passing group of conquistadors camped by the lake and invited me over for paella. What they didn't tell me was that I was the main ingredient.
Wow, talk about lousy hosts. What did you do?
I attended the dinner. It would have been rude not to.
Wasn't it a bit awkward? You know, with them trying to eat you and all?
Au contraire. Best paella I've ever had. The armor was a bit hard to chew, but...
You ate a ship full of conquistadors.
Well, not all of them. One got away. The cook. Juan Plata on the grill, Hasselbeck-Montoya. First of his name.
Then what happened?
I don't know what that suit for brains told the rest of his family, but I've had a steady supply of snacks ever since.
I want to know more about the Montoyas.
Montoyas? They're my favorite snack subject.
Who came after Juan Plata?
The first to come seeking revenge was Pastor Damien on the cross, Hasselbeck-Montoya. He came up to me and started chanting in Latin. I think he was trying to exorcise me, like I was a demon or something.
Did it work?
Not really, but I had to give it to him. He had a beautiful voice.
Really?
Yeah. Before I knew it, I was falling asleep. That's when he tried to take me out for good.
Holy sheep!
No! Holy hand grenade! When I saw it, I jerked awake and startled him. It fell at his feet and he went boom. He was my first snack. A bit gamey and full of shrapnel, but minced meat goes well in chili.
So who showed up next?
After the father came the knight, Sir George on the horse, Hasselbeck-Montoya. What a legend that guy was. He showed up in full plate armor with magic sword and everything and lunged at me.
No warning or anything? Did he hurt you?
I mean, it tickled, but in the end, his toy shattered just like his dreams and his bones. You should have seen his face when that happened.
You just crushed him.
No, I also ate him, horse and all.
You seem to have quite the history with the Montoya family. Got any more stories?
Good old Dr. Ice on the prey, Hasselbeck-Montoya. He walked up to me and shouted, "Sherman, I will now cure you." As if I were a disease or something.
And then?
He pulled out something red and shiny.
Shiny? Sorry, please continue.
As I was saying, he blasted me right in the eye with his red light. I lost my sight, and in my panic I smashed him against a tree. By the time I got my sight back, I realized he'd actually cured my cataracts. I hadn't seen so well in years.
What Montoya came next?
Then came Hans. Hans on the pipe, Hasselbeck-Montoya. He showed up one day with a folding chair, sat right where you're standing now, and started staring at me.
What the?
Right? When I asked what he was doing, he calmly replied, "Staring contest, you beast," and pulled out a pipe. Those were the days. The way he looked at me set butterflies loose in my stomach.
Aww.
He never left my side. He died of old age in the very same spot, staring at me one last time.
The last one was kind of depressing, huh? Is the next one like that too?
The sixth one was Richard. He was the weirdest of them all.
Wait, this one didn't have a fancy nickname?
Well, if he had one, he didn't mention it. But he was definitely on something. Anyway, the guy starts delivering this speech about love and peace between us.
Ooh, this isn't gonna end well.
Yeah, the speech wasn't all that bad, but it was so incredibly long that I got hungry and...
You ate him just because he was boring?
Okay, that one's on me.
So, what happened to the seventh Montoya? Did you eat him too?
That would be Dan's on the floor, Hasselbeck-Montoya.
Smoky's father, then?
Yeah, he showed up with the gramophone. Then he started moving weirdly around the lake while the music played.
Is it me, or do these stories just keep getting worse?
The poor fella. I thought he was having a stroke. So I crushed him out of his misery.
Maybe he just wanted to dance for you.
Well, it looked more like he had chipmunks in his pants.
How did you become friends with the girls?
Oh, they did me a solid. This group of lousy campers came by and started playing their awful music. I asked them nicely to turn down the volume.
I'm guessing they didn't react well.
They threw rocks at me, mocked me, and called me a monster. Can you believe it, Betty? They called me a monster.
You? A monster? Nah.
Watch it, Snack.
What happened next?
I was crying my soul out under the pier when this little girl with a machete showed up. She asked me what the problem was, and I told her. She said she'd handle it. The next thing I knew, silence.
What can you tell me about other terrifying creatures such as yourself?
A lot, actually. Who do you want to know about?
What can you tell me about the big-footed North American man-ape?
Huh, you mean Harold, the Sasquatch? Great guy, harmless as a chipmunk.
You know, chipmunks are actually pretty scary.
Not when you're my size.
What do you know about the Loch Ness Monster?
Nessie? Not that again. I'll tell you a secret, but you can't tell anyone.
Pinky promise.
I was on a vacation in Scotland. Had a wild night of drinking. Long story short, I should probably steer clear of Loch Ness. Forever.
That's it?
I've said too much already.
Let's talk about the most evil monster of them all.
Which would be...
My mom, Eliza Barrett.
Wait, seriously? She's the kindest, most unselfish person I ever met. She even made a memorial for me. Since you're her daughter, she must have put up a pretty big statue of you, right?
Yeah, as big as her love for me. There's one terrifying creature I'm dying to know more about. The Montoya Slayer, the Lake Muncher, the Alpha and Omega of water monsters. The Great Sherman.
Must you?
Hey, you almost ate me. I'm entitled to some teasing.
You know Lisa left a while ago, right?
You bring up a fantastic point, Bob. Tell me about the scariest monster you've ever encountered.
I've met my fair share of legendary monsters, wendigos, werewolves, mummies, and the deadliest of all, the Chupacabras.
Seriously?
Trust me, on a night with a full moon like this one, stay away from cows.
Why would my mom erect a statue in your honor?
Are you implying that I don't deserve it?
Not at all. I'm just curious how that even happened.
Oh, I was just chilling around the lake one day when she showed up with a bunch of papers in hand. She told me she'd erect a statue in my honor if I signed them.
And you signed them? Just like that?
Of course I did. Who would ever turn down such an offer?
I think I know what happened here. You didn't read the fine print, did you?
Well, she told me it was that small because it wasn't important.
Of course she did. I'll be going, Bob.
Whatever. Just stop bothering me.
Let's leave the chit-chat for later.